Hello everyone, my name is Barbara and I'm a Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes it, and today I have a finished object for you, which are socks. First things first, it is not a tutorial. It is a finished object video, so I'm going to show you what I've knitted, although this is a free pattern, so I'll put a link down below to RAVELRY and also to the designer's page so you can check more of her designs. And this is Flying North by Maria Montzka, who actually also has a podcast, knitting podcast and sewing kind of podcast slash more sewing actually lately. Anyway, so check it out, link down below. So what I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to show you things that I use, the yarn, the needles, and so on and so on. So first, let's start with bag. I have this bag. I got this bag as a gift, I think the last Christmas or some gathering, and my friend likes to sew and she sold me a bag, so I'm using it. I love it. And over here you can see something from my shop, which is a keychain which says socks, because I have a few whips and I like to mark them before even opening. I kind of have just how many socks I have on the go, or hats on the go, or other things on the go. Next one, yarn. I've been telling you that for over like 2 years, but I got loads of drops Fabel, and I'm knitting with the yarn I have because I do not like to waste things. Actually more up to upcycling and reusing stuff if I can. So normally when my friends they want to rid of something, well, they come to me. Are you my friend? Anyway, so what we have over here, we have drops Fabel, and this is long print. So as you have noticed, I try to match them. On the back we don't have a pattern, but yeah, they're fine, I would say. I just put a pattern on the front, although I think the actual pattern also tells you to do this. But I started it from the toes. I did 12 stitches and increased it. I'm not sure if the pattern tells you to do the toe that way, or is it even top down or bottom up. Maybe I'll check and write down up here for you. No, it is toe up. It is toe up sock. Definitely, because even there is a chart and it's toe up. So this is toe up, but you can definitely convert it quite easily to cuff down. And I did a big long tube, and I placed afterthought heel the way I like it, so decrease every second round. And here I did just do 2 by 2. I don't even know what kind of ribbing we have in the pattern, but that's my favorite one. So right, so I told you about the color, and I'm going to show you now how it looks in skein. This is actually skein but I call it a ball. It's not even a ball. As you can see, it's 604, and I still have some leftovers, and they're quite, I probably would be able to knit another pair. For sure I wouldn't be able to knit another pair. Such a nice color. For the, as you can see, I have contrast toes, heels, and ribbing, and for that I use this yarn. This is left over from the yarn that I got from Lidl, I presume. Lidl sometimes sells stuff, and maybe I'll show you because I bought 2 sets. I think a blue one, maybe I show on the screen now the socks that I finished with that set, so on the screen you can see it now. And here's another set that I still have. Do you have Lidl where you live? Do you have things like that? Normally with this brand you will have acrylic, but when I sewed this, that is actually 75% new wool superwash and 25% polyamide. Yeah, so you can read it. You have few languages. This is it. I have another set like this. It was quite affordable, so if you've never knitted socks and you're looking for something, I would say if you spot things in Lidl, I think it's Lidl. I think it was in Lidl, and so go for it. Go for this more than toy that I knitted. On the screen now what toy I'm talking about. Everyone writes under that video, it's just, you just can't follow it. Even though the pattern is so easy, it is written that you probably need a PhD for that. I use my whip, socks, markers, progress keepers, and I use needles, and I think the pattern calls for 32 stitches. I think I'm getting something similar. Basically, if you're knitting socks and you would want to send them to me, just put them flat down and check the front. And if you're getting here 9 centimeters, 9 centimeters, which is 3.5 inch. Just letting you know. I would never say no to any knitted stuff. If someone knits you things and send it to you, you're such knit-worthy and someone who literally really loves you. But as you can see, I have this pouch, which is my Christmas pouch from my shop, which means that if I'm holding this up, that means that I cannot own this pair. It's a gift knitting, it's for Christmas, and what I have over here, I have higher sharps. This is fixed. In the shop you probably can find in my shop interchangeable. That's US size 1, 2.25 millimeters, but it's more about the gauge you're getting with your stitches than what kind of needles you use. But just to know, if you're watching this for the first time, the basic sizes would be between 2 millimeters, 2.25 millimeters, 2.5 with fingering weight yarn. I haven't heard people using 2.75 millimeters for like fingering. I'm using 2.75 millimeters for a DK, just to let you know. So I think that's that. So if you don't mind, please comment. I want to know, because as you may notice, I started to knit socks with a bit of a pattern here and there. I think you probably have enough of me knitting plain vanilla, although I love plain vanilla, but then I figure out that I can knit plain vanilla knitting sweaters. Who would say no to sweaters? Anyway, the question is, I know that some of you have knitted many pairs of socks, and I would want you to tell me just one. No worries, I'll be knitting another one. Probably I'll ask this question for another finished object video. So if you know at least one pattern that you like the most, from perspective of a mindless, not that how pretty it looks, it's just I like socks to knit from perspective of I relax, I don't have to think, it's not a struggle, go for it. This one is the best, really nice. Anything else? I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to maybe put a link to the hat that I knitted down below, because I have a finished object video for that. And I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. Don't forget to use hashtag knitting I love. Show me what you're knitting. I'm checking that hashtag from time to time. Well, more often, you know. So I hope you're going to put stuff on it on Instagram. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hope to see you next one. Bye. Okay, let's put it on sock blockers. Oh yeah, I haven't blocked these. Oh, look at this.